Well, all masses okay? Yes. Here all masses is okay. Uh, well, Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It is me, Michael Caesar de Santa, and welcome to you to my channel, Sheikh Afghan Jelebi Michael Caesar de Santa. Accordance with titles, yes. Today we are roasting Divija Bhasin's, and now 2 days earlier, I have seen Divija Bhasin's in shorts, and here she's saying is she's studying in some religious superstitious country where she's studying in psychology. But now it was okay, but sometimes I can see that something is fishy for it about her psychologies. So I would roast Deepika Bhasin in the method of the psychology, and here I can say that how Deepika Bhasin's psychology is with a negative effect on the real life. Okay, and here we can see well, and here you can notify this. Okay, we see it is Divija Bhasin's. Here we can see the points. Okay, and now I have to token the click shots. Well, now let's see what Divija Bhasin write here. When you are studying psychology in a country where parents take their kids to Baba who hit them with broom to make the mental illness go away. Okay. Now, here I can show the points that why Divija Bhasin said that uh, uh, the points I can show. Because here Divija Bhasin is an Indian and probably Punjabi. But what about her? Okay. Divija Bhasin says that she is studying in psychology in India, where Indian parents take kids to Hindu sant when Hindu son can persecute them with a broom to make their mental illness. Okay. Now you can see that I am shocked that how can she be sure that Divija Bhasin says that's illogical. Say the statement like this to humiliate the Hindu sant in India. Okay. Now here I can say the roots, and here I can get what I have found. According to sports girl, well, here we can notify the Divija Bhasin's educations. Okay. Now what about Divija Bhasin's? Well, Divija Bhasin was a Master of Science student at University of Bath. Bath University is okay. Well, she completed, Divija Bhasin completed Bachelor of Arts in Psychology honor from Ambedkar University, Delhi, and did her master's in Applied Clinical Psychology from University of Bath. Okay. And now, here I can share the points. So that here we can say Divija Bhasin say, yeah, here we can notify says psychologists. Divija Bhasin complete Bachelor of Arts in Ambedkar University. Okay, and now I will tell you that why Ambedkar University was built in Delhi in the previous times or the time where India became independence. Here we can see Bhimrao Ambedkar is supporters of scheduled caste. Okay. Now here Bhimrao notice that the scheduled caste persons could not do anything that scheduled caste thing that they can be happy. In the case here we can see that Ambedkar established an university like an named the Ambedkar University when so that the backdated schedule caste can be studying in the university and develop their self. Okay, now I would teach you that how I would discuss with you that how Ambedkar, Divija Bhasin studying in Ambedkar University where her stream is psychology. Okay. And here you can see topic is gender equality. Now I would notify you that how Ambedkar University teach psychology to Divija Bhasin. Okay. Chapter number 0, how women gets high salary with low merits in the base of boss contributions. Now let's see what is boss duty. Boss duty is where employee vacancy is 20, where 80 employees already works, then if working employees is 135 are women and 45 are men, the vacancy would record is 50-50. But if man employees are more than 50, only vacancy seat would be reserved only for men. Okay. Only for women. Here we can see. And now I would tell you that how this is the significant points Divija Bhasin is studying. Okay. And now here as a we can say as a companies like an 500 billion net worth with 500 billion United States dollars, 1,000 billion United States dollars. I mean 1 trillion. Now I would pick up as in 300 billion United States dollars net worth company, that is the car manufacturing companies. Okay, and now Divija Bhasin learns what if the company contains 135 employees are women and 45 employees are men in 180 employees and where 20 vacancies, boss can recruit 10 seats for a man employee and 10 seats for women employee. But according with Divija Bhasin's psychological educations, if here we can see that 180 employees and 20 vacancies where man employees are 50 or 60, let's say 71. And on the other hand, here we can see women employees are 109 Then 20 vacancies are reserved only for women employee. Man employee cannot be selected. Notwithstanding, man employees are more intelligent than women. And now I will tell you the bad effects. Okay, now here flying Ferrari with speed versus Ambedkar University psychological student Divija Bhasin. Okay. Uh, Now here Ferrari car developed by women engineer Ajib Danbert, Italian intelligence agents as a customers, Indian oriented. Okay. And departure is Rome of Italy and targetist Bangladeshi terrorist in Dhaka, Bangladesh. Okay. Now half of weight of car is 1000 kilograms. Distance is 9804 kilometers. Velocity is 100 kilometer per hour. And here time is 99 hour. That means almost 356,400 seconds. Now here we can see the kinetic power is 2.13 watts. But what if the car were developed by man engineer, then distance is 98,004 kilometers and velocity is 98,004 kilometers per second. Now kinetic power would be almost 96.2 billion megawatt. Okay. But still, if Ferrari does not recruit 150 women engineers out of 200 engineers, accordance with Divija Bhasin, psychologist from Ambedkar University, chief executive officer of Ferrari companies, is the misogynistic potential gender honeymoon criminals. Okay. Now here we can see that is the negative points here we can discuss. Okay. Now here you can notify says that Ferrari car here we can see here every point is a 98,400 kilometer distance where departure is. Driving departure is Rome, Italy, and driving arrival is Dhaka, Bangladesh. And what is the target? Target is Bangladeshi terrorist. And who is the customer? An Italian intelligence officer. Okay. He is a customer of a women engineer, motor engineer, Ferrari car. That means he is a developer of, he is a customer of car developed by women engineer. And now here we can see sometimes here there's the negative points. I can say the points. Well, now here we're gonna just for wait minute. I am looking for yes. Here we can see for the demonstrations. Today is November 26, 2025. The Italian intelligence officers depart from Rome at morning 6 o'clock. That means 6 a.m. Okay. And now here we can see the points. What is 96 divided by 24? That is 4. And 4 days earlier, here we can say 4 days equal to 24 hours, but in 4 days driving is 48 hours because the rest of 4 days, rest of 48 hours or nights, we have to sleep that. Okay, and here we have to sleep. And 8 days, that is 96 hour, 96 hours becomes the 8 days. Well, 26 sum by 8 is 34, but November month is 30 days. Hence that the notifies us that our favorite boys, the Italian intelligence officer, can reach to Dhaka in almost December 5, 2025 at 9 o'clock, morning 9 o'clock. Okay, but in 8 days, here Bangladeshi terrorists are prepared to counter the Italian intelligence officers. And that is the negative points for Italian intelligence agency. Okay, it is negative points because that here Italian intelligence officers wasted 8 days because of the Ferrari car developed by women motor engineers. Okay, but now here I will tell you that what if the motor car was developed by man engineer? Simple as that. Here we can see the Italian intelligence officers controls Ferrari car with the velocity of 98,804 km per second. That means it is almost 10,000 km per second velocities. Well, as a driving points, and it would driving is like a flying. Okay, now here we can see our intelligence officers, as we can see the points. Intelligence officers can depart from Rome, Italy at 6 p.m. That means evening 6 o'clock, November 26, and he would arrive on Dhaka, Bangladesh to assassinate the Bangladeshi terrorists at 6 p.m. 1 second past at 11 November 26. That means 1 second delays. But here that is the super fast as we can see. That's I can show you that how we can show the man's man engineers wisdom versus the women intelligence wisdom. But still here we can accordance with Divija Bhasin, who is psychological student of Ambedkar Universities. Here you can notify that if a man, if a Ferrari company recruit 100 man engineer out of 200 engineers, that means if Ferrari could not recruit minimum range of 150 women engineers out of 200 engineers, that means Ferrari company, the chief executive officer of Ferrari company is misogynistic potential gender honeymoon criminals. Okay, let's admit is that when we are we either we men or we women, so everybody of us, when we are believe that's when as we are have a talent, so we have a respect. Everybody of us are misogynist. Nobody can believe in feminism. Everybody can feel. Everybody believes in misogynists who believes that our intelligence and our wisdom can bring us to the respect. Okay, and here I can say that is the difference between the feminism versus the misogyny. Okay, and here we can see the points. Well, here I would say some intelligence movements as I can do. Okay, and the second duties of boss Divija Bhasin study in Ambedkar University with the stream of psychology is that when the topic is 150 employees and 50 man employees on task to develop a supercar with velocity of 260,000 16,000 kilometers per second. Here we can see number zero points is that 150 women should post an Instagram reels with Kacha Badam trends. They should not be forceful to complete that project, but they should get $30,000 where man's employee salary is $60,000. Okay, point number one. Man employee should complete the project with 6 days, otherwise, they should be sued on court in the case of salary fraud. Okay, and now here I am talking to back the points. Well, and here we are talking. Now we can talk here at the circumstance. Well, now I can say the negative effects as I expected. Okay. Now here I can show the negative effects as we can see is such a difficult or it is like an impossible way. Okay. And now here is the points I can respect. Well, 150 women engineer of Farahari working on has been assigned on a project to develop an flying Ferrari with the velocity of 98,004 km per second. And now I would tell you that how women develop. Now I can see you that how women empowerments can see the points. Well, women empowerments can see that is women engineers have a mobile phone. They installs Instagram, and in Instagram they started generate the video, and in front of camera the women engineers dance like kacha badam mere kacha badam mere kacha badam. That is the ones. And the second reels is that like that. Women women engineers second reels like this. And it is the points. And women engineers can have a right and to have upload an Instagram reel where Instagram reel is was in Lakni, you can say Miss Lakni, you wanna say Miss Lakni. That is the this types of Instagram's reels. So women's uploads on Instagram reels, but still without contribution on the project of a flying Ferrari with a velocity of 98,400 km per second. They can get salary as a 30,000 United States dollars or 30,000 United States 30,000 euro in Italy. But now here we can see when the velocity is 98,000 km per second and the half of weight of car is 1,000 kilograms. Hence, here kinetic power should be 96.2 billion megawatts. And if kinetic powers could not generate in 96.2 billion megawatts, well, then accordance with Divija Bhasin psychology in the Ambedkar Universities, the chief executive officer of Ferrari can issue to 50-man motor engineers to the courts there will in the case of the salary fraud. And what is the salary fraud case? This 50-man engineer did not work in the 6-day where my 6-day project is to develop the flying Ferrari cars with the velocity of 98,004 km per second, but they did not build it. I can show this. Here you can see the 50-man motor engineer can pressure to complete the project in the 6 days. On the other hand, according to Divija Bhasin, psychological student of Ambedkar University, the 150 the women motor engineer can do only uploading Instagram reels during the project. That is the task of women engineers. The task will be like this levels of Instagram's reels. But still, the women has a right this level of cringe Instagram reels, notwithstanding uploading the cringe Instagram reels, Divija Bhasin, the psychological students of Ambedkar University, says that women motor engineer has a right to get 30,000 euros in the Ferrari company as their workers. Where what was their contribution? Just uploading like a cringe Instagram reels in lieu of actual working on the project of flying car with the velocity of 98,004 km per second. And that is, I can see the big joke, as you can see, the points. Okay. And now here you can notify is the parts. Okay. Now let's see that what if the project was the velocity of almost 18,000 kilometer per seconds. Okay. Now here I would share that is like almost 18,000 kilometer per second. I would share like this. But at first way, okay. Well, at the first way, I can share as points as we can do it. Okay. First of all, I can control Z. I can here control Z's and control 0. And hence, here I can see that is the achievements as we can notify this. Okay. Well, and here I have a control J. Okay. And now here it is my first. Okay. Well, okay, and here we can see the points. I think I am feeling sweaty. So okay. Well, here I'm feeling sweaty. And see the points. Okay. Now here our distance is 20,000 kilometers, and the velocity is 100 kilometer per hours. Okay. That means it would be like 200 hours. I am talking about women engineer. Okay. Now here I was talking about the women engineers. You can see that is 720,000. Okay. That is here time would be 720,000 seconds. Okay. Now here you can see well, and here 20,000 kilometer per seconds, and it is 20 million meter. Okay. On the other hand, here we can see the points 72 4 times 0. Okay. And now here I can see the points 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, and here 6 multiplied by 2 1 2 3 here 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. 12 multiplied by 14 is we can see 12 subtract by 14 is negative 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay. Now here I can notify this the significant moments as here the significant points I can notify it. Okay. I think here some here I can notify the like a calculations. I think here everything is okay. Well, in 10 days I am in the village. Okay. Now, now see here I have a calculators in the movements. Okay. 20,000 for 7. Well, 4 divided by 72 cube. Okay. Now here we can see 14 subtract by 12 is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now it is here we can see 1.08. Well, 1.08. But what about it is women engineers powers. Now I would tell you that man engineers powers. Uh, Here you can we can talk about this. Okay. Well, 47 multiple by 2 is 14. Well, 3 plus 14 is 17. And here we can see that as multiple by 4. And you can see 400 billion megawatts, and that is man's achievements, and that is the failure of women. Okay, and now you can see that that is our intelligence moments. Here I can see that what we can do. Okay. Now here you can see that well here women's the accordance with Divija Bhasin, the psychological student of Ambedkar University. Here starting in some has her psychological study. Here you can see that one women employ women motor engineer can develop a car with the kinetic powers of 1.8 watt. On the other hand, man motor engineer can develop a supercar with 400 billion megawatt of kinetic power. But still that's when a man cannot do it in 40 days, I mean the 6 days, the man motor engineer can be sued by chief executive officer of Ferrari in court because of the salary fraud. But on the other hand, women motor engineers should not get the same issues from chief executive officers. They can delay the project in several centuries. As women, a motor engineer can do this. That is the points of Divija Bhasin, but still, the Divija Bhasin's points is like that. You can see Divija Bhasin's points is she is studying in a country where Hindu sons take kids from parents and beat them with the brooms. And what she's studied psychology in Ambedkar University. Well, women should be respected even if women could delay the project in 600 centuries. But when man could not complete the project in 6 days, the man modern engineer can be sued in court. And this is the problem how we can face. Okay. And here I can I notify this I could place only the 4 days. Okay. Well, here you can say it is the last points. The boss duty is when the topic is to promote employ the highest designation of Director General and Chief Executive Officer of 150 women employee and 50 men employee. When promotion limit is designation of General Manager, Director General, of Chief Executive Officer, of Chief Technical Officer or Chief Technical Officer, boss promotes only women employee. Man employee only to be deported the capable to be capable to be demoted in the designation of peon or sweeper. Okay. Now it is why what studying in Ambedkar University. Okay. And now here I will tell you the points. Well, I would be off the camera, but still I would be on face. I would be with the voice for 2 minutes. Okay. Now here, as we can see, just for 2 minutes the way. Okay, here I'm feeling illness, but still I'm okay. And now, how can a man motor engineer can generate a supercar where the velocity would be 21,000 kilometer per second, 27,000 kilometer per second, and even there were 10,000 kilometer per second as customer wish. Okay. Here our distance between Earth and Moon is 1 light seconds. Okay. What is 1 light seconds? That is almost 300 kilometer per second. Okay. Here then hence I can see that what is happening on the moon, just 1 second delay. Well, and here you can see the points. Okay. Now here I can mention as what I can do. Here sometimes I can see that what is going on. Well, women engineer, I can say again that women engineer can develop a car only with the velocity of 100 kilometer per hours or 400 kilometer per hours. Well, sometimes it would be the less than 50 kilometer per hours. Okay. Now here is the points I can share that what is the meaning. Okay. The meaning is that 40 when women develop a car with 50 kilometer per hours, that means here in our I have to go to a place where the distance between me and the place is 400 kilometers. I can go there with the Ferrari with almost 8 hours. That is women can do. But if any car, any Ferrari car, I can drive it and I go to the place. Distance between me and the place was 400 kilometers but the driving time is 1 second. That means my Ferrari cars developed only by uh, man motor engineers. Okay. Now here we can see the significant points. Well, what we can do where I have about 20,000 kilometer per second Ferrari flying cars, and my destination is moon distance of 1 lakh seconds. Here, what can I do? Okay, here 300,000. Divided by 20,000. Okay, that means 15 seconds. That means I can travel from Earth to Moon in 15 seconds, where my car, Ferrari car, contains the velocity of 20,000 kilometer per second, and here the distance and the power is 400 billion megawatts. Now you can be sure that this car should be developed by man engineers. But what if my car was developed in women engineers? Well, now here we can see the distance between me and the place in my country is 400 kilometers, and I can travel to here only in 4 hours with the car developed by women engineer. And we car developed by man engineers. Well, here velocity is can be 20,000 kilometers per second, and I can travel to moon in 15 seconds. But still, the irony is that the Divija Bhasin studied in psychology in Ambedkar University. She completed Bachelor of Arts in Ambedkar in psychology in Ambedkar University. She believes, she studies that women should be promoted as a general manager, director generals, chief technological officers, and chief executive officers, where the women motor engineer can develop only the car only the highest velocity of 100 km per hour. And what about the man engineers? And the man engineers can develop car with the lowest velocity of 20,000 km per second. That means with the development of man engineers, I can travel from Earth to Moon, where my departure is Earth and arrival is Moon. The driving time is 15 seconds. But still, accordance with Divija Bhasin, is a logical student of Ambedkar University. She teaches us that man can be demoted in peon or sweeper. On the other hand, the idiot that women can be promoted into general manager, director general, chief technological officer, and chief executive officer. That is the point that we have to roast Divija Bhasin, and probably now it was the time and for our honorable YouTube celebrities to expose that what is going on Ambedkar University psychological departments. Because here we can see the Divija Bhasin became the psychological students. Divija Bhasin became the psychological student in Ambedkar University that was established only to educate the scheduled caste. And what is doing for that? The point is that when a man can develop a Ferrari car with a velocity of 20,000 kilometers per second, where kinetic power is 400 billion megawatts, first they can be demoted in a general. They can be demoted in a peon or sweeper. On the other hand, here we have 400 watts of kinetic power, where the velocity is 100 kilometers per hour. Women developer is women engineer. They can be promoted into general manager, director manager, chief executive officer, and chief technological officer. That is the suggestion of Divija Bhasin, the psychological student of Ambedkar University, and that is the joke of psychological students from Ambedkar University. Just for 2 minutes, and then here I would be on I would stop the live stream, because I think it is okay. I think I have done of the Divija Bhasin to see what is going on the psychological points. Just for 2 minutes. Okay. Now here you can notify is that here we can see the points. Now here it is we cannot justify some things, that what is going on that. And this is the significant points that I can be shocked. Okay. Now see I would be on the live stream on only the different topics, and I would be on repeatedly the Tulsi Gabbard's and Georgia Meloni in the next live stream, and I would be off in the 5 days. See you then. Khodafez. Love you, and respect, boss.